Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Guru Vrinda ki, Sri Sri Radha Parthasarthi ki, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Thai Gaur Pramanande. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nava Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mokam Karati Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Bande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Okay, reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 4, text 134. Right? Okay. ক্ষীর লইয়া সুখে তুমি কর ভক্ষণে ক্ষীর লইয়া সুখে তুমি কর ভক্ষণে তোমা সম ভাগ্যবান নাহি ত্রিভুবনে তোমা সম ভাগ্যবান নাহি ত্রিভুবনে ক্ষীর লইয়া সুখে তুমি করহ ভক্ষণে তোমা সম ভাগ্যবান নাহি ত্রিভুবনে ক্ষীর লইয়া সুখে তুমি করহ ভক্ষণে তোমা সম ভাগ্যবান নাহি ত্রিভুবনে Hare Krishna, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The priest continued, "Would the sannyasi whose name is Madhavendra Puri please come and take this pot of sweet rice and enjoy the prasadam with great happiness? You are the most fortunate person within these three worlds." Purport. Here is an example of a personal benediction by Krishna's immoral activity by Gopinath stealing for his devotees. The devotee becomes most fortunate persons within this three worlds. Thus even the Lord's criminal activities make his devotee the most fortunate person. How can a mundane rascal understand the pastime of Krishna and judge whether he is moral or immoral? Since Krishna is the absolute truth, there is no mundane distinction such as moral and immoral. Whatever he does is good. This is the real meaning of God is good. He is good in all circumstances because he is transcendental, outside the jurisdiction of this material world. Therefore, Krishna can be understood only by those who are already living in the spiritual world. This is corroborated in the Bhagavad Gita, 14:26. Mamcha yabha vicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati taitan brahma bhuvaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. One who is engaged in unalloyed devotional service to the Lord is already situated in the spiritual world. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. In all circumstances, his activities and dealings with Krishna are transcendental and thus not understandable by mundane moralists. It is therefore better not to discuss such activities among mundane people. It is better to give them the Hare Krishna Mahamantra so that they will be gradually purified and then come to understand the transcendental activities of Krishna. Kiriloya sukhe tumi karaha bhakkhane tomasama bhagwan nahi tribhupane. The priest continued, would the sannyasi whose name is Madhavendra Puri please come and take this pot of sweet rice and enjoy the prasadam with great happiness. You are the most fortunate person within these three worlds. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. I beg for your blessings to be able to say something on this topic. We all have job description. Whether you're a brahmachari, grihastha, banaprastha, sannyas. Prabhu, what do you do? What service do you have? Which zone? Where are you from? Which temple do you serve? What's your name? These are all part of the biodata, right? What is Krishna's biodata? When Krishna wanted to serve in Vrindavan, that's a pastime, and Lalita Devi asked, you want to serve? Write down your biodata. So Krishna he took a piece of paper and a pen. What does he write? I am Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, therefore I am to serve. He was thinking, what to write? What biodata do I write? So the only thing he wrote down was a beautiful description and the great qualities of Srimati Radharani. Give it to Lalita Devi. She read it, you are qualified. This is the job description of God. He is the servant of his devotees. What does the servant do? To serve his master. Anything and everything. If it's needed to steal, he will do. He is the best in all fields. He is the supreme master and he is the supreme servant. No one can defeat him. He is the supreme cheater. No one can cheat like him. And he is the supreme lover. No one can love like him. Now love you like the Lord does. Now, please understand that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, different chapters, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he brings out different conversations. Just like in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are so many conversations between great souls. This conversation that we are reading now is between Mahaprabhu and few of his intimate associates, including Nityananda Prabhu. So Mahaprabhu is the speaker here. What we read today, this sloka, is actually told by Sriman Mahaprabhu in great ecstasy. He heard it from his spiritual master, Ishwar Puripad. He heard it before. But when he came to Remuna, he saw this most amazing, beautiful deity of Gopinath. He was in ecstasy. He decided to just stay there for that night. And he began to explain what he heard from his spiritual master. This is the nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Naham vipro nacha narapatir napi vaishanya sutra. Gopi bhartu padakamalayur dasa 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 anudas. Mata more putra bhave kore na bandhan, otihino gyan kore lalon palan. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is explaining Krishna's mood. Krishna is saying, Mata more putra bhave kore na bandhan, otihin gyan kore. My mother does not think I am the Supreme Lord. Come here, sit down. He chastises me. This is how he brought me up. And Krishna is in ecstasy. When the gopis, when his mother, his father orders him, chastises him, he is happy. Because he is bound by the law. He is bound by the love. His father is telling him, get my shoes. Whom do you ask? Bring your shoes. Think about it. Nanda Maharaj is telling, bring my shoes. Vrindavan Das Thakur, he explains that one of the reasons why Mahaprabhu appeared in this world is Vaishnaver Seva Prabhu Koriya Apane Sobare Sikhai Gaura Chandra Bhagavane. One of the reasons that Mahaprabhu came to this world is to teach to the human mankind the importance of Vaishnava Seva. Gopinath, by stealing the sweet rice or kheer, he served Madhavendra Puripat, who was none other than Purnamasi Devi in Krishna's pastime. As you know, Madhavendra Puri was born in Sylhet division. And in Bengal, very close to Mayapur, there is a place called Vishnupur. Vishnupur, one of his son's name was Vishnu. And Madhavendra Puripat kept his son in Nadia next to Chakda, and he took sannyas and he left. So that place is known as Vishnupur, it's still there. Under the tree which Madhavendra Puripat sat and did his sadhana, his bhajan, you'll be very happy to know that place belongs to ISKCON now. And we're trying to get the birthplace of Madhavendra Puripat. I have been there, and it's not very easy because the whole place is surrounded by people from the other community. But his palace is there. If you go there, it is said, no, he's from a very rich family, aristocratic family. If you go there, you will see. Even after 500-600 years back, that whole place is empty. The palace is still there. And the house in which he used to do his japa is there. No one is staying there. So spiritually potent, that place. After his wife died, he came to Chakda, he stayed for some time, he left. Took a vow of ajachit vritti. He will not beg. Somebody comes and gives something, fine. He is a personification of the principle of avasya rakhive Krishna viswas palan. Krishna will protect me. Full faith, Krishna will protect me. Serving devotees like Madhavendra Puripat or those devotees who have taken full shelter of Krishna, fully dependent on Krishna. One of the reasons why Mahaprabhu appeared is to teach us to take shelter of such devotees. Sabare sikhaye Gaura Chandra Bhagavane. Madhavendra Puripad just wanted to taste the prasad of Amrita Keli so he can offer to Gopal. That's all. Then he felt bad. I took a vow, Vajachita Vritti. Why did I desire? The desire wasn't impure. He just wanted to taste something so he can offer to his Lord. But he felt bad. He left. Krishna, knowing the desire of his devotees, immediately took steps so the desire of the devotees can be fulfilled. So we have to be very careful when we come to the temple, especially when we go to the dham, what you desire. Yesterday in Faridabad, I was telling a pastime. You know the pastime of Chatkazi. So millions of people gathered in front of Mahaprabhu's home, waiting for the Lord to come out. And Narahari Sarkar Thakur and Gadadhar Pandit, they were decorating the Lord inside. And they decorated Mahaprabhu beautifully. Finally, when Mahaprabhu came out, all the devotees were mesmerized to see the beauty of Mahaprabhu. Each of the devotees had one torchlight in one hand and an oil pot on the other. Because the torchlight, needs fuel, needs oil. And there were Nityananda Prabhu, Bhakteshwar Pandit, and who was not there? Everybody was there. And the Kirtan began. As soon as Mahaprabhu came out, Kirtan was going on from before, but as soon as Mahaprabhu came out, everybody went mad in ecstatic love of Godhead because they wanted to march towards Chatkazi's house. And Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu was dancing in ecstasy. Now the intimate associate of Mahaprabhu did not have torchlight and an oil pot. Everyone else had. But the intimate associate of Mahaprabhu, they didn't have. So they were dancing, raising hands, chanting. But millions of devotees, they began to pray to the Lord in the heart, my Lord. We cannot raise our hand and say Hari Bol. Why? Because they have the torchlight, they have the oil pot. Can you imagine with the torchlight, oil pot, you jump? What will happen? So they could not raise hand and jump, but they wanted to raise hand and say Hari Bol. All of them began to pray at the same time. Now you know the prayers, when we do prayers together, how important, how powerful that becomes. You go in front of one devotee's house and you call out his name by yourself. That is one thing. Can you imagine? 1,000 devotees goes in front of his house and screams his name. He'll definitely understand something is going on. Come out. So there's millions of devotees, they were praying to Krishna, praying to Mahaprabhu. We wish we had two more hands. So we could have so we can chant Hari Bol. Mahaprabhu understood the mood of all the devotees. They wanted two more hands. Is it possible? Humans. But seeing the desire of the devotees, Mahaprabhu decided to fulfill their desire. Immediately, all the devotees, they received extra two hands. And they began to chant Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. The Lord is anxious to serve His devotees. And Mahaprabhu is a perfect example. Of course, Krishna, he served Sudama, Vipra. In Vrindavan, he served so many devotees. In every avatar, he served. I'll just give you one example of Mahaprabhu, how he served. Because this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? So we'll give you an example from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavad, how Mahaprabhu served. After Mahaprabhu came back from Gaya, he began to exhibit great humility. Before that, he was enjoying Vidyaras and he was arguing with everybody. So much so that one day Srivas Thakur told Nimai Pandit, "Hey Uddhatter Chudamani, where are you going? Why are you studying? Day and night you study. What is the purpose of your studies?" Other days, if one person asks one question to Mahaprabhu, he will answer that question, ask you 10 more questions. But today, when Srivas Thakur asked, "Why are you studying day and night? Why are you wasting your life?" Mahaprabhu did not say anything. "Why are you not becoming a Vaishnava?" Srivas Thakur said. The purpose of studies is to become a devotee. So Mahaprabhu asked, "You want me to become a devotee?" So Srivas Thakur said, "Yes. Not just me. The whole Vaishnava community is praying to the Lord so that you can become a devotee." Srivas Thakur told Mahaprabhu that the whole Vaishnava community of Nadia is praying to Krishna. So Nimai Pandit, you can become a devotee one day. You know what Mahaprabhu said? He said, you want me to become a devotee? I will become a devotee. But I can only become a devotee if devotees like you shower your mercy upon me. Only then can I become a devotee. After that, Mahaprabhu went to Gaya. He came back. And his mood completely changed. Completely changed. And there in Chaitanya Bhagavad, it is explained how Mahaprabhu used to serve the devotees. Ningarare bostrakaro koriya chotane. The devotees would go to Ganga to take bath. And in Bengal, I don't know what you call here, but in Bengal, call it gamcha. So you make the gamcha wet. One gamcha is hanging on your shoulder. You take bath, you come out, you squeeze the gamcha, and you dry yourself. So the devotee would come out of the Ganga, was about to squeeze or rinse the gamcha. Mahaprabhu would run to that devotee. Please understand, he is the greatest scholar at that time. Everybody was scared to even talk to him. He was highly respected, most respected, honored and worshipped. A devotee is about to squeeze his gamcha. Mahaprabhu goes running to him. He says, "My Lord, my dear devotee, please let me squeeze the gamcha for you." He squeezed, and the devotee was shocked. What happened to him? Because previous to this, if a devotee saw Mahaprabhu coming from distance, they would run away. All the devotees would run away because Mahaprabhu would argue with them and defeat them so easily, put them in embarrassment. Now Mahaprabhu is completely changed. He wants to squeeze the gamcha. Dhuti vastro tulikaro dyanota apane. He squeezes the gamcha, goes to another devotee. Another devotee is about to pick up his dhoti to put it on. Mahaprabhu goes running to him, picks up the dhoti and gives it to him. Now you can put it on. This is the mood of the Supreme Lord. Kusa Ganga Mritika Kahara Dhyan Kare. One devotee is carrying Ganga mat to his home. Mahaprabhu goes to him with humility and says, "My dear Prabhu, please let me carry the Ganga mat. I'll bring it to your home." He does that. সাজিবহি কোনোদিন চলো কারো ঘরে. Some devotees would go to the market to carry the sabjis, carrying on their head or carrying in their bag. Mahaprabhu goes to him, he says, may I carry your sabji to your house? সকল বৈষ্ণবগণ হায় হায় করে কি করো তবে বলে বিশ্বম্ভরে. All the devotees are going, hi, hi, Nimai Pandit, what are you doing? What are you doing? Seeing how humble Mahaprabhu is in serving the devotees. Balaha Krishna, Ho Krishna Das. All the devotees are blessing Sriman Mahaprabhu that may you become a great devotee in whose association we will always desire. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, can steal, can kill, can chastise, can worship, can honor, can do anything and everything to serve his devotees. If it is needed to kill someone, he will do it. If it is needed to steal, he will do it. If it is needed to make a deal, he will do it. He tried to make a deal between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Did not work, so he killed them. To serve his devotees, he will do anything. Here, the Supreme Lord is known as a thief. If someone calls you a thief, Hare Krishna thief Prabhu, how do you feel? Say if someone's name is Krishna Das, Hare Krishna Chor Krishna Das, how do you feel? It's humiliating. It's immoral, like Prabhupada is saying. But Krishna, someone calls him Kirtara Gopinath, and Krishna smiles. Thank you. Thank you for telling me thief. Rana Chora, thank you. He's very happy. He feels glorified. I am a thief. Yes, I am a thief. For the devotee, I am a thief. Hari Bol. Say Hari Bol. Krishna says, I am a thief. Hari Bol. This is not understandable in material platform. Only if you love him unconditionally can you understand. And therefore, Prabhupada says in the purport, don't discuss this in public. They won't understand. What is that? During Kartik, what do we do? 1 month, we're worshipping Makhanchor. Krishna, who's scared of Mother Yashoda, who's shivering, he's crying, and we're worshipping him. Who will understand? Only a devotee will understand. After Mahaprabhu came back from Gaya, one day Mahaprabhu was sitting in his house very peacefully. The mother Sachi Mata goes to Mahaprabhu and he tells, Nimai, how did you become so miser? How did you become so miser? Me? Miser? What did I do? যথা যথা যাও তুমি পাও যে বাঁধন আনিয়া আমার ঠাই করো সমর্পণ. Wherever you go, whatever wealth you get, you used to give it to me. And you saw when he went to Bangladesh, he got a lot of wealth. Came, gave it to Sachimata. In Nadia, whenever he got anything, gave it to Sachimata. So he said, you came back from Gaya and you did not give me anything. That's why I tell you, miser. You kept that wealth. He said, my dear mother, I did not get anything from Gaya. I did not get any wealth. That's why I could not give you anything. Sachi Mata said, that is exactly why I'm saying you have become very miser. You went to Bangladesh, you gave me the money. Whoever gave you gold, any ornaments, cloth, anything, you gave it to me. But in Gayate paila Krishna premo henadhan, devata durlabha bostu amulya ratan, ama proti kobu jodi daya thake chitte, deho Krishna premedan dorao chahite. The real wealth of Krishna prem you got in Gaya. That you kept. That you did not give me. But from Bangladesh you got gold and others ornaments and wealth, that you gave it to me. Therefore I tell you, you have become miser. Mahaprabhu said, my dear mother, who told you that I got Krishna prem in Gaya? I don't have a tinge of love of Godhead. But my dear mother, iti srutva vacha srutva, iti tasya vacha srutva matri sneha duvachatam. This is from Naru Gopal Prabhu's Korcha. As you know, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Mangal, they are based in some scriptures. One of them is Naru Gopal Prabhu's Korcha and Swarup Damodar Goswami's Korcha. Based on these scriptures, did Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Vrindavan Das Thakur and Lochan Das Thakur wrote these wonderful scriptures. So this is directly from Naru Gopal Prabhu's Korcha. Hearing this, iti tasya vasha srutva matri sneha duvachatam. Mahaprabhu said very affectionately to his mother, my dear mother, you want Krishna prem, the real wealth. I'm very happy that you want that. But my dear mother, the only way to get Krishna prem is Vaishnava Anugrahanam. Only by the mercy of the devotees. And Chaitanya Mangal translates this and he says, Vaishnav prasade pabe, prem pabe mata tumi. My dear mother, you will get Krishna prem by the mercy of the devotees. Nishchoy janiyo kotha kohila mame. I tell you for certain that you will get Krishna prem. First we heard that Mahaprabhu, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, showed by his example the importance of taking shelter of a Vaishnava by doing menial service to the Vaishnavas. To his own mother, he has told, you want Krishna prem? Surrender unto the devotee's lotus feet. The last point, in one hand the Lord is ready to steal for the devotees. On the other hand, he is ready to take pain in order to preserve the glories of his devotees. When Mahaprabhu was going to Gaya, after Kanai Natasala, he came to a place called Mandar Parvat. You must have been there, some of you. Mandar Parvat, where Madhusudan is there. Lord Madhusudan is there. Mahaprabhu went, took darshan. When he came out, he saw the beauty of the place. I was there some time back, and that place is really beautiful. Nature. So Mahaprabhu walked around. He was so happy there, he told his students, I want to stay here tonight. Please find a suitable place for me to stay. Can all of you say, Gauranga? Louder, Gauranga? One more time. Mahaprabhu wanted to stay there. Immediately the students, they ran to find a suitable place where Mahaprabhu could stay. The students went where all the Brahmins were staying. Now, the students of Mahaprabhu, they saw the bodily features of the local Brahmins and some of their behavior, which the students of Mahaprabhu did not appreciate. First of all, their bodily color was blackish. And their way of doing things was different from what they have seen in Nadia. So they thought they are not the right place for Mahaprabhu to stay. They came back to Mahaprabhu. He says, my Lord, better we don't stay here because none of these people are qualified. No one. So Mahaprabhu said, no one. None of the Brahmins are good. None of the Vaishnavas are good. And the student said, no. So Mahaprabhu asked, then where should I sleep tonight? He says, my Lord, better you sleep under the tree, but not in their home. So Mahaprabhu was very pained. They are my devotees. And my own students is making so many discrimination, criticizing them. So in order to teach them, Mahaprabhu exhibited high fever in his body. High fever. So immediately all the students began to worry. They got the doctors, but Mahaprabhu's fever could not subside. Then Mahaprabhu said, the only way that I will be cured is if you bring a qualified Brahmin and I wash his lotus feet and drink the Charanamrita, then I will be cured. Please understand, just a few moments back, what did the student say? No one is pure. Right? No one is pure. And Mahaprabhu said, bring a qualified Brahmin. So the students thought, what to do? We cannot give. We are pure. The students thought, we are pure. We cannot give, but because we are students of Mahaprabhu. So we cannot give. None of the Brahmins here are qualified. So the only person left is Chandrasekhar Acharya, Mahaprabhu's uncle. So they approached Chandrasekhar Acharya, and Chandrasekhar Acharya said, no way. I am not giving my foot water to Nimai. I know who Nimai Pandit is. You may not know. I know. So they came back to Mahaprabhu and says, my Lord, there is no qualified Brahmin. We cannot give because we are your students, and Chandrasekhar Acharya does not want to give. So what to do? So Mahaprabhu said, who said there is no qualified Brahmins? There is no qualified Vaishnavas. So many. So the student said, who? So at that point, one Brahmin was walking by. Just a local Brahmin was walking by. He is a Vaishnava. So Mahaprabhu said, oh, here is a Brahmin Vaishnava. Call him. Just a moment back, Mahaprabhu was told that these Brahmins were disqualified. So this Brahmin came, and Mahaprabhu with folded hands told the Brahmin, Vaishnava, my dear Prabhu, I have high fever and I'm suffering. If you can kindly sit, let me wash your lotus feet. If I drink the water from your lotus feet, I'll be cured. Please, my Lord, please do this favor to me. This Brahmin, Vaishnava, he was so moved by the beauty of the Lord, by his behavior, by his humility, by his attitude. The mood of the Brahmana was, I don't know who you are, but I don't mind giving my life to you. What to speak of my Charanamrita. I'm ready to do anything. What do you want? The Brahmana asked, my Lord, please sit, let me just wash your lotus feet. That Brahmin sat. Mahaprabhu washed his lotus feet in front of all the devotees, drank the Charanamrita. Immediately Mahaprabhu was cured. This is the Lord's desire. served the Vaishnavas. He drank Charanamrita from his devotee. He stole for his devotees. Carried sabji on his head for his devotee. Washed their clothes for his devotees. Who are we to discriminate and judge and criticize his devotees? When the Lord, when Parthasarthi is stealing for his devotees, and we have the audacity to criticize, to discriminate, you are this, you are that, who has given us the right? When the devotees came for the first time to Jagannath Puri, now Maharaj Pratap Rudra and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Pratap Rudra hardly met anybody, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya only knew few devotees. But when they came and they saw Mahaprabhu's mood to serve them, to make sure that each of them had good prasadam, each of them had places to stay, the desire of the Lord to serve the inhabitants of Navadvip was so intense that Pratap Rudra and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, both of them, were shocked. Mahaprabhu's love for his devotees is unprecedented. So from this pastime of Madhavendra Puripad, we must learn that our Supreme Lord, He is worshipping His devotees. If we want to get the mercy of Him, we must take shelter of His devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have 5 minutes. Question, comments? Prabhu wanted to say something.
हरे कृष्णा, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। तो प्रभु जी ने जो कथाएं सुनाई उनसे बहुत जो है हम लोगों के लिए जो है संवेदना बढ़ गई कि भगवान अपने भक्त के कितने ऋणी हैं। भगवान इतने ऋणी हैं कि अपना ऋण उतार नहीं सकते हैं, और भक्त के लिए जो है कितना कितना कार्य करते हैं, सब कार्य करते हैं। तो यहाँ पर भगवान गोपीनाथ ने जो चोरी की, तो इसमें बहुत गहराई है, इस लीला में बड़ी गहराई है कि भगवान ने चोरी की। अगर मान लीजिए चोरी नहीं करते तो गोपीनाथ जी ऐसा भी कर सकते थे कि वो पात्र जो है, एक अमृत केली का जो पात्र है, वो खुद ही दे आते माधवेंद्र पुरी को। जैसे कि ये गोवर्धन में उन्होंने जो है दूध का पात्र दिया था, तो खुद किसी भी रूप में आकर के दे जाते माधवेंद्र पुरी को। लेकिन इससे क्या होगा, इससे किसी को पता नहीं चलता कि भगवान अपने भक्त के प्रति कितने संवेदनशील है। तो माधवेंद्र पुरी को मिल जाता, भगवान दे आते, है ना। लेकिन अगर वो पात्र जो है सोने का होता तो भगवान ऐसा भी कर सकते थे। सोने का पात्र होता और माधवेंद्र को देने जाते, और सोने का पात्र है तो मंदिर से गायब हुआ, कहाँ हुआ, गायब हो गया, तो माधवेंद्र के पास मिलता सोने का पात्र, सबको पता चलता कि गोपीनाथ जी ने इनको दिया। सोने का पात्र नहीं था, मिट्टी का पात्र था, तो मिट्टी का पात्र तो वैसे ही फेंक दिया जाता है। तो भगवान जो है मिट्टी का पात्र अगर देने जाते तो सबको पता नहीं चलता, ठीक है ना। जैसे जगन्नाथ जी बंधु महांती के लिए अपनी पूरी भोग की थाली दे गए, और बाद में जब पता चला इनके पास भोग की थाली मिली, है ना, तो सबको पता चला कि यही जो है मतलब जगन्नाथ जी के बंधु हैं, मित्र हैं। तो इस तरह से गोपीनाथ जी ने ये काम नहीं किया कि स्वयं जो है माधवेंद्र पुरी को देने जाते, है ना। तो फिर अब दूसरा एक ये भी तरीका होता कि पुजारी को सपना देते कि तुम दे आओ मिट्टी का वो जो अमृत के लिए का एक पात्र दे आओ। चोरी करने की क्या जरूरत थी, गोपीनाथ जी को चोरी करने की जरूरत नहीं थी। माधवेंद्र को सपना देते कि एक 12 जो आपके पात्र हैं जो मैंने भोग लगाया है, एक दे आओ, है। लेकिन इससे क्या होता कि गोपीनाथ जी को जो है चिंता थी कि अगर मान लो पुजारी के कारण कोई कारण बन जाए और बांट देगा, तो उन्होंने खुद जो है एक पात्र जो है चुरा लिया कि ये जो है किसी को नहीं देना है। कि पुजारी के पास कई आ जाते हैं लोग मांगने के लिए, और मान लो उसी समय बढ़ जाता, तो एक पात्र जो है गोपीनाथ जी ने चुराया और बिल्कुल छिपाया कि भाई ये पात्र जो है और किसी को नहीं देना, मेरे भक्त के लिए है ना। और फिर भगवान ने सपना दिया उसको। तो यहाँ पर ये मतलब बहुत गहरी बातें हैं इसमें कि भगवान जो है अपने भक्त के लिए इतनी चिंता करते हैं कि भाई कभी भी जो है पुजारी किसी को दे सकता है, कोई आए लेने के लिए, है ना। फिर तीसरी बात ये भी है कि सामान्य लोगों के लिए भी जो है ये बहुत बड़ी जो है घटना है। सामान्य लोग भी अगर जो है सुनेंगे कि चोरी की है गोपीनाथ जी ने, खीर चोरा गोपीनाथ, तो सामान्य लोग भी जो है मतलब क्या सोचेंगे? इसमें भगवान का दोष नहीं मानेंगे कि चोरी की, बल्कि ये मानेंगे कि ये भगवान जो है, हम तो भक्त नहीं तो हमारे लिए तो पत्थर की मूर्ति हैं, लेकिन भक्त के लिए भगवान जो है साक्षात सजीव हैं कि वे चोरी भी करते हैं। तो भगवान भक्त के लिए चोरी करते हैं। सामान्य व्यक्ति सुनता है क्षीर चोरा गोपीनाथ तो क्या सोचता है? क्या सोचता है कि भाई गोपीनाथ जी वह सामान्य लोगों के लिए तो पत्थर की मूर्ति हैं, वो कुछ भी नहीं है, वो ना बोलते हैं, ना कुछ खाते हैं, ना कुछ करते हैं। लेकिन भक्त के लिए जो है भगवान चोरी करते हैं। तो सामान्य लोग भी जो है ये देख करके, सुन करके क्या सोचेंगे कि भाई इसमें जो बहुत बड़ी मतलब बात है, बड़ा रहस्य है। भक्ति जो है कुछ ऐसी चीज़ होती है कि ये पत्थर की मूर्ति भी जो है उनके लिए क्या हो जाती है? सजीव हो जाती है कि वो चोराया भगवान है। तो भगवान जो है अगर ये काम करते हैं तो चोरी जो है मतलब उन्होंने इस तरह से की कि सब लोग जाने कि मैंने चुराया। ये चोरी जो है भगवान जो करते हैं वो इसलिए करते हैं कि सबको पता चले कि मैं भक्त के लिए चुराता हूँ। तो ये चोरी ऐसी नहीं है, कोई चोर करता है चोरी तो यही सोचता है किसी को पता ना चले। तो भगवान जब चोरी करते हैं तो इस तरह से चोरी करते हैं कि सबको पता चले कि चोरी की है और क्यों चोरी की, किसके लिए चोरी की। ये सब जो बातें हैं ना, सामान्य व्यक्ति भी अगर सुनता है ना, तो दिमाग में विचार आता है कि ये जो मूर्तियां हैं जो है वैसे तो पत्थर की हैं, जो सामान्य लोगों के लिए बिल्कुल पत्थर की हैं, कुछ भी नहीं है, जड़ पत्थर है। लेकिन भक्तों के लिए जो है भगवान ये जो है यही पत्थर की मूर्तियाँ क्या हो जाती हैं? बिल्कुल सजीव हो जाती हैं। और उनके लिए जो है कितने उनके लिए संवेदना होती है, अपने भक्त के प्रति कितना जो है सम्मान होता है। तो ये जो है बड़ा रहस्य है। तो कोई अगर दर्शन करता है क्षीर चोरा गोपीनाथ का, तो क्षीर चोरा के नाम से ही जो है उसके दिमाग में ये बात आती है कि भाई जो है ये हम दर्शन तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हम नहीं वास्तव में दर्शन कर रहे हैं। कि हमारे पास अगर भक्ति के नेत्र होंगे तभी हम दर्शन कर पाएंगे, हम दर्शन नहीं करते। तो ये भी जो है एक बहुत बड़ी बात है कि उसके दिमाग में ये विचार आए कि मैं भक्त नहीं हूँ, मैं भक्त नहीं हूँ और मेरे अंदर वो गुण नहीं है कि भगवान जो है मेरे से इतना प्रेम करेंगे। तो मेरे अंदर गुण नहीं है, तो मेरे अंदर ये बहुत बड़ी कमी है। ये भी महसूस करना एक बहुत बड़ा ज्ञान है, बहुत बड़ा अनुभूति है कि वो कोई व्यक्ति अनुभव करेगा। तो क्षीर चोरा गोपीनाथ के नाम से जो है कोई भी व्यक्ति जो है मतलब क्या सोचेगा कि भाई कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं कि ये मंदिर जो है ऐसे नहीं पत्थर की मूर्तियाँ हैं कि कुछ नहीं खाते, कुछ नहीं करते, बस जैसा भोग लगाया था वैसे उठा लिया, कुछ नहीं करते। नहीं, ये तो भोग केवल भोग नहीं लगाते, हाथ से पकड़ते भी, उठाते भी है और छिपाते भी हैं और फिर सपना भी देते हैं मैंने छिपाया, मैंने चोरी की, बताते भी हैं, अपनी चोरी भी बताते हैं। तो इसमें भगवान का बहुत गुण पता चलता है ना। तो इसलिए जो है मतलब भगवान के अर्चा विग्रह के प्रति किसी के अंदर इस तरह की भावना आए और अपने अंदर कमी महसूस करे, तो ये भी एक प्रकार से भक्ति में कुछ जो है वो एक कदम आगे बढ़ रहा है। 1% तो भक्ति उसकी हो गई कि वो सोचता है कि मैं भक्त नहीं हूँ, तो ये भी 1% उसकी भक्ति हो गई। तो ये जो है बातें हैं जो कि भगवान जब करते हैं तो सबके लिए जो है वो लाभदायक होता है। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Yes, he's here.